Greetings YouTube, my name is Inquisitor Oswald on Novolip, and welcome to my channel. Today is December 30th, Wednesday, December 30th, 2020, 6:26 p.m. Let's see. Excuse me. This is going to be an update video, and the game you see right now is a game that I'm going to attempt to let's play in about an hour or so. But I wanted to do this video because I'm getting close to the end of a certain type of as far as let's playing, I'm getting close to completing a certain let's play list that I had, and yeah, I have a certain list of games that I'm let's playing, or that I wanted to let's play. I wanted to let's play all of the big budget or AAA, whatever you want to call them. I wanted to let's play those games, and I wanted to do them separately rather than mixing them in with my other games that I want to let's play. I wanted to just do them all real quick and get them out the way. And I started with the Medal of Honor games, or the World War style of games. I started with the Medal of Honor games and the Call of Duty games. Finest Hour for PS2. I hate that game. I don't like that game, and I don't think that game likes me. So I never actually let's played or completed that let's play. I've attempted a few times. One time I made it halfway through, gave up. I was just too annoyed with the way the game worked and the gameplay. And last time I made it to like the very last level, or the first to last level. And normally I don't like to quit. I don't like to quit a let's play when I'm on the last level. But I was on that last level, or that particular level, for like almost like a day, or a day and a half, or almost 2 days. And I don't mean playing it straight 2 days. I mean like just playing it for a while, that level, giving up, coming back later on, trying it, giving up, coming back later on, trying it, giving up. Throughout the course of a day, playing it every now and then, or occasionally, or whatever. I was done with it. Plus, before I tried to let's play it, then before that attempt, I had already tried. Before then, and I was like, all right, this game I'm not going to let's play. I even bought Call of Duty Classic. That game, I must say, it's better. It's probably better than Finest Hour. But by that time, I was really starting to get annoyed, or just a little tired of that whole setting, the World War, or the war setting. So I tried the first few levels. It was okay, but at this point, I'm just looking for any tiny thing I don't like to say, all right, I'm done. Let's move on to something else. So yeah, I was just done with it. I was done with it. I was done. I was looking for any tiny thing. So maybe I'll come back, like if I ever come back to do war let's plays, World War let's plays. Hopefully I don't ever come back to that right there, unless I can somehow complete this backlog or this list of games that I have to let's play. Then maybe I'll come back and do like a victory lap and try to let's play certain games that I failed at in the past. And so yeah, I think when it comes to the PS2, I think I'm a Medal of Honor guy over a Call of Duty guy, because I really enjoyed the Medal of Honor games. Now, all of them, I'm not saying all the Medal of Honors were perfect, and they're all better than the Call of Duty games on PS2. But Medal of Honor Frontline I would put that game above a few Call of Duty games, at least Finest Hour and Call of Duty 2 or something like that. That game is just that good, in my opinion. So I think on PS2 I'm a Medal of Honor guy over Call of Duty. Now, from there I moved on to the Call of Duty games on the 360. It's the 7th gen Call of Duty games, and I let's play Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3 and World at War. I also let's play World at War Final Fronts, or World at War Final Fronts on PS2. And so I was done with that, and I was like, I was so relieved. I was happy. I was like, finally, I can put this World War stuff behind me and just move on to something else. I was actually looking forward to let's playing the modern military games or whatever. So I started let's playing the Call of Duty games, and I finished all of the games. I finished let's playing all of them, except for Black Ops 3. That game doesn't have any sort of offline mode. I think it has a story mode, but it's co-op only, and I don't think it's local co-op. So I don't feel like waiting to find someone to play it with me. So I didn't let's play that game. But the good news is, or the good thing about that was I finished a lot of those games in just over a week. I finished let's playing all of them. The bad news is they started to drive me crazy. I must say Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare, it actually surprised me. It's better than I remember it being. And I don't remember it being a bad game back when I first had it, because I had that game. That was one of the first games I had when I first bought my 360, like 12 or 13 years ago. But I just remember not liking it too much. I couldn't remember exactly what I didn't like about it, or how bad, or whether it was a good or bad game or not. I remember getting a little frustrated, and I remember not liking it, but I don't remember it being bad in any particular area, aside from the fact that I'm a Call of Duty hater, or I was, and I still sort of am a Call of Duty hater. And then from there I moved on to let's play the Battlefield games. And mind you, before this right here, these games I'm talking about, I had also tried the Halo games and the Gears of War games. I completed all of the Halo games except for Part 1 and Part 4 and Halo Wars. And I've tried the Gears of War games multiple times. They got me frustrated, and they're not something I want to let's play. So I've completed, like I said, I moved on from the Call of Duty games onto the Battlefield games. Bad Company, another game, which was one of the first games I had when I first got my 360 years ago. That game was also better than I remember it being, and I don't really remember that game being bad either. I just remember I don't remember much from it. I actually beat the game, but I didn't remember beating the game. I didn't know I beat the game until I checked my achievements. So yeah, I'd actually beat the game. Hang on a second, I have an itch on my back. An itch. There we go. So I enjoyed that game quite a bit. I enjoyed Bad Company. Bad Company 2, I did not enjoy. It was okay. It had its moments, but I didn't enjoy it too much. Battlefield 3, I didn't enjoy. I got through it, but I didn't enjoy it. Battlefield 4, I just gave up on that game last night. I was hoping it would be better than Part 3, and it is in certain parts, but I'm starting to feel like, at least with the AAA modern war games, or whatever you want to call it, I'm starting to get tired of these games, just like how I was getting tired of like the World War setting and those types of games. But I think I'm only tired of the AAA games. I'm not really tired of like like the the whole modern war setting, where you play as a soldier, or or a marine or whatever. I still like those games. I don't like I think I don't like well, I know I don't like the whole AAA thing. Certain ones are okay. They have their moments. But most of them I don't like. I I don't like them. I'm going to try Hardline because I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be different than than the ones that came before it. But it's by the same people, so I mean, it's probably going to feel exactly the same, just with some slightly different mechanics. And instead of a soldier, you play as a cop. Excuse me. So yeah, and so I want to talk about my overall experience. And mind you, I have a terrible time organizing my ideas. I don't organize them. I just say, I try to just memorize all my ideas rather than write them down. And overall, especially like, yeah, just overall, because before I start playing these games, like let's play them, and before I purchase them, a lot of people would criticize other games of a lower budget or lower quality, and say, oh, it's just a Battlefield ripoff, it's just a Call of Duty ripoff, it's just, it's trying to be like one of the AAA games. And after playing them, I'm like, come on, give me a effing break. Give me a effing break. That was my roommate or housemate, whatever. I'm like, give me an effing break, because I don't cuss on my channel, so that's the most I want to say about that. Give me a FUCKING break. Like, my biggest thing with Call of Duty, one of my biggest issues with that game is, or was, and still is, enemies seem to spawn, or to just spawn, I guess, continuously. I'm not gonna say infinitely. Maybe there is a limit, but continuously. You just kill guys, more shows up. You kill guys, more shows up. You kill guys, more shows up. That I didn't like. That, and just dying out of nowhere, like just running, trying to go from this spot to that spot, or whatever, or just trying to like get your bearings and just crouch and just look around and just see what's going on, and just poof, with Call of Duty, with the first Modern Warfare, I had that problem a little bit, not to the point where I was getting frustrated or to where it was getting out of hand, but I did have that problem a little bit, but I didn't mind it, I guess. But each game, it was the same thing. Some games got even worse. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, whatever, Ghost, Advanced Warfare. And I'm like, are you serious? These are the games that other game companies or developers are copying off of? Really? Are you serious? Come on. Like, no. If I dare say it, if most shooters were like what I've just played, throughout the past 3 weeks or so, I probably wouldn't be a gamer. I probably wouldn't be a gamer, or as big of a gamer as I am. Like, I probably wouldn't even be a Let's Player. Well, I'd still be a gamer, but I wouldn't be as heavy into shooters as I am now. If every game was like the Medal of Honors and the Call of Duties and the Battlefield games, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Because it doesn't make any sense how companies with so much freaking money, like I think I read somewhere that games, especially like the like the modern stuff, the modern military games, they cost up to like $500,000 to make. Sometimes more than $1 million, like multiple multiple $1 million. But like some of these games, the prices to develop these things are in the multi millions, like 2 or 3 million, or whatever. And I'm like, this is the best you can come up with. This linear experience, like this is the best you can do. Like it's just so restrictive. You have to play it in a very specific way. I mean, the good thing is, I guess there's room in the shooter genre for that type of game. I just don't like that. Like, a lot of shooters have been compared to that, and have been, accused of ripping off of that game. I mean, if they ripped off of that game, right, then you may as well say that every game now, every modern shooter that exists now, kind of ripped off of SOCOM, because that's the biggest. I don't know. I don't know, that's the biggest feeling I get when I play these things. I'm like, this is like. I'm not saying it's a ripoff, but I'm like, this is a lot like SOCOM. Like, I'm not saying that they're ripping off, but the first time I experienced, combat, or not combat, but the first time I experienced that kind of gameplay and that kind of feel, but it feels like you're actually in, like, the Marines or whatever. Like, just, it doesn't feel like that. But just the whole atmosphere, like the chatting on the radio and all the talking and all that stuff like that. When I first experienced that stuff with that kind of gameplay, it was on PS2. Like SOCOM, the SOCOM games, the Black Hawk Down games. There's a game. There's a game called I have called First to Fight that I let's played. It's a Marine game. The Ghost Recon games and the Rainbow Six games. I think most shooters, especially the stuff that tries to be modern, and the AAA stuff, I think in a small way they owe something, to the games that came before it. They were like that, and it it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't like. I lost my train of thought. That's what I get for not writing down my ideas. But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The thing I do like, or that I do like about the Battlefield games, is that the battles seem to have a set number of enemies. That I like. And call me weird, but Bad Company, you can only carry like one heavy weapon, right? I thought I wouldn't like that. I love it. I love it. I think you can only carry one weapon, period. And every time you discover a new weapon, Every time you discover a new weapon, it's like a big deal. Like it's like on the screen, it flashes like ching and like all this other stuff. That's that's neat. That's that's what I like. See, so many games they just toss you all these weapons, these machine guns, these guns that that can sense a person's like pulse or heartbeats, like in Call of Duty. You get all these guns, and it's like they've taken away from like the feel of like actual like simulated combat. Like, you get all these. There's so many guns, but yeah, they're fun to use, and sometimes I don't even notice it. I don't even really pay attention to it. I really started paying attention to it and Battlefield, but you get all these guns, and it's like I don't know, like the I don't know how to put it, but like you think like if you have one good machine gun or one good assault rifle, you know you you should be good. Like if you try to make a realistic or semi-realistic shooter, you get one weapon, and if you're able to catch enemies off guard, just get the drop on the enemies or the AI that you're supposed to kill, you should be good. Like every 5 minutes you're picking up a different weapon. You're changing this. You're changing weapons. You're changing weapons. You're changing weapons. You're changing weapons. You're changing weapons, and it's like like the act of shooting a gun should be a little more whatever. And now that I think about it, that's probably one thing that Black, even though I have my issues with Black for the PS2, that's probably one thing it gets right. Because you don't get a lot of guns. It has a few weapons, but you don't get a lot of guns. But the weapons you get, they sound terrible in a good way. Just like they sound good. They feel good, and when you shoot something, you get a decent like uh feeling. Like when you shoot something and you see how it reacts, you're like, yeah, there we go. You get a certain feel, a certain satisfaction, from what you see, and well, like that's another thing I liked with the first Battlefield Bad Company, or the first Battlefield game that I played, Bad Company. Well, when I let's played it, like the guns are so loud, and like especially like the assault rifles, and like when you have your assault rifle and you just run up on somebody and they have their back to you and you just and that noise, that is loud noise, and like like the sound and the feel, like when you catch someone or an AI and you just mow them down, and that's and that's it, then you move on. A lot of games, they sort of take away from that, like especially the Call of Duty's, like, and no, I'm not surprised to realize, oh, Call of Duty isn't realistic. I know that. I know. Very few games are, but I like the fact that in Battlefield, the enemies, there's like a set number of enemies. They don't keep pouring in like in Call of Duty, and that's one thing I liked about Battlefield that makes it seem a little more realistic. And the fact that you don't get many weapons. I mean, there's plenty of weapons in the game, but you can only hold like one of them at a time. And the fact that they're so loud and they're so satisfying and they're such a good, decent visual representation or whatever from what you hear from the weapons and what you see. That's what I like. I like that a lot. That's one thing I liked about a lot of the Battlefield games. Even though I didn't like Bad Company 2, that game still had the same thing. Like, it was a set number of enemies. There wasn't too many random deaths or you just dying out of nowhere or dying, just because. I think with part 3 it started to get a little out of hand with that, and with part 4, which I liked part 4 more than part 3, but like I said, I was just tired of that setting and just tired of the gameplay. Maybe I'll do a video on where I gave up at. But yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like about at least the first Battlefield, maybe even the first two. And it's like when you get a new gun, it's like it's a big deal, you know. So it's like you've discovered something. Where in most games, you just pick up guns, you know, just whatever, you know, like you know, just pick up so many different weapons, and they're powerful. They sound powerful, but I don't know. They're just missing something, I guess. And my experience with these AAA games are just it hasn't been it's been pleasant, you know, pleasant in the sense that I've been able to kick out a lot of let's plays, just knocking them down, you know, because a lot of them are pretty short. But from a gameplay perspective, it's just like I'm kind of just going through the motions here. I can't wait till I can get to regular shooters, and this one right here will be the last one. After that, I'll be doing regular shooters or stuff that isn't whatever you want to call it, you know, AAA, big budget stuff. Yeah, I can't wait till I can start playing stuff like Army of Two or Area 51, you know, Black Site or Terminator Salvation or something like that. And these modern combat or military games, I don't know. I mean, they could, with all that money that goes into these games, if they would just redirect it and try something different, you know, then what was actually made, maybe they'd have something here. Which is why, like, I'm kind of excited to play this game right here, because at least you're doing some. From what I've seen, it looks like you're doing something different. You know, you're a police officer and you're locking people up or whatever. You know, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe, you know, this one will be something pretty decent. But I guess I just have to wait and see. And yeah, in case you guys wanted to know, or even if you didn't, you're going to know anyway. After this, I'm going to be doing or attempting to let's play the sniper games. Sniper Elite V2 and 3, and Sniper Ghost Warrior and Ghost Warrior 2. I may come back and try to let's play the Tomb Raider games that I gave up on. I'm waiting on. I ordered a strategy guide for Underworld. I'm going to be buying another strategy guide for Anniversary, which is the other game I'm stuck on. I mean, you think with YouTube I wouldn't get stuck so much, but with YouTube, see, even though I use walkthroughs for a lot of my let's plays, or you know, even though I use walkthroughs a lot for my let's plays, I'm not the kind of person that likes to follow a walkthrough step by step by step by step by step. Even if I have the strategy guide, I want to use it when I get stuck and then move on. I can't follow it step by step by step by step by step. I don't like to do that right there, whether I'm let's playing or whether I'm just playing it. And that's my problem now. I have so many strategy guides. I need to get rid of some of them, but there's certain things in certain games that when I get stuck, I'm not going to want to go find a walkthrough on YouTube all the time and find out exactly which part of the video I'm stuck in. Because some people, they don't label. Sometimes they don't label the videos. Like they'll label the videos, but like as far as like individual levels, they don't always do that right there. So they won't put the level, the name of the level or whatever. So I may have to spend all this time, searching the video for a certain part, and so that's why I'm purchasing the walkthrough or the strategy guides, because I think when I get stuck again, it'll be easier, hopefully, for me to find it in the book than it will be on YouTube. I mean, I could find it. It's just, I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to give up on Let's Playing the Tomb Raider games yet. Probably because I spent $40 on the DLC. Like for Underworld, I bought all of the DLC. There's like two expansions or two DLCs. I bought those, and then for Tomb Raider and Rise of Tomb Raider, I bought both of those expansions or DLCs, and it's like, oh boy. So I kind of sort of have no choice. I want to at least try to get my money's worth. See, like here, where is it at? Lower Shadow. This one was $9. I think that was free. I'm not using that crap right there. Beneath the Ashes. This one was $9. $9.99 actually. So I spent like what? At least $20. Maybe just under $20. Like 1980 or 97 or something like that. And then there's Tomb Raider, the remake. I didn't buy none of this crap right here, but I paid for. Can't even find it now. Maybe it was a different one. Let's see. It was Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is not. I have to search for that one. Legend. Is there any DLC for this game? This one I actually completed. Anniversary. No DLC for this one. But yeah, I spent at least $20. I'm not gonna spell the whole word. I don't think. Rise of Tomb Raider. Put that down there. There we go. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I didn't feel like typing in that whole entire title. What? Yeah, I spent like $20. Good grief. Where's the whole game at? Never mind. But yeah, for Rise of the Tomb Raider, I purchased 2 DLCs. One was $9.99, I believe. It's something the Curse of Babadook, or I don't know. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. And I purchased another one. They were $9 a piece. Excuse me. And my dilemma with these games would be, or currently is, I could easily breeze through this game and Rise of the Tomb Raider, because a lot of these newer games, they're kind of easy, you know. But Tomb Raider Anniversary and Underworld are the ones giving me trouble. This one I've completed. My thing is, I don't want to just play the easy Tomb Raider games. You know, I want to have at least. I want to let's. I can live with not being able to let's play one of these, Anniversary or Underworld. If I had my choice, I'd rather complete Underworld since I spent money on the DLC. But I don't want to just do only the easy Tomb Raider games. You know, I don't want to be a complete weenie or whatever you call it. And so that's my thing. Like my thing is like, should I just let's play this one and Rise of Tomb Raider? I can knock them out real quick, but then I'd only have like, like four, like like 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. I want to get at least one more game, Anniversary or Underworld or both. I don't want to just do the easy stuff. I mean, the easy stuff is fine, but I don't know. I had that same problem with with Ace Combat. I, I I just traded those games in. The PS2 games. I completed one, but I didn't want to just skip those and then do the ones on 360. Because those are a little easier. Although it's looking like that's what I might have to do. I completed Ace Combat 4. Excuse me. 5 and the Belkan War. They gave me some trouble. They gave me quite a bit of trouble. And so, whatever. But anyway, after this, I will be attempting the Sniper games, Sniper Elite and Sniper Ghost Warrior, and then from there I'll be doing regular shooters again. I may come back. No. I'm not. After that, I want to try my hand at some horror games real quick, some survival horror games. I have a list of like 20. I want to see what I can complete. And then from there, I may just start doing regular shooters for the 360 and some for the PS2 as well. But I've talked enough. Maybe I'll make another update video. But yeah, I want to try my hand at some horror games because I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't. And I didn't want to let's play a bunch of horror games on Halloween or around that time or whatever. But I do want to have, shooters. I do want to have some a diverse selection of shooters on my channel that I've let's played. So it's Christmas time or past Christmas, so I want to try my hand at some of the Resident Evil or some of the survival horror games. And then from there, I may try a few open world games because I want to do some open world games as well. But I don't want to do too many, and I don't want to do things that are too frustrating for me, or not too frustrating, but something I don't want to do stuff that's going to take too long. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'll make another video talking about that. But anyway, you guys, until next time, this is Chris with Eyes on Novolip signing out, saying I'll see you for my next Let's Play. Take care, be safe, try to protect yourself as best as you can from this virus that's floating around. And yeah, I will see you later.